Hey everybody, good evening. It is Sunday night. I like to tell myself that because sometimes I have no idea what day it is, so if I am forced to say it live, then I feel like I'm keeping up with the rest of the world, even though I'm out in the middle of nowhere. So I have a bunch of new people on my friends list now. So if you don't know me, my name is Stephanie Goldsmith and I live in Pipe Creek, Texas. And I was a makeup artist for over 15 years, about 10 years of that in the Dallas market and 5 years in Austin. And now I'm down here in the Hill Country. So there's not a lot of people to put makeup on and not a lot of makeup jobs. So I am doing tutorials, which is definitely my happy place. I love teaching more than even playing Barbies and drinking that's not true. Nope, not true. I really love drinking mimosas. But playing Barbies is fun too, but teaching is awesome. Speaking of mimosas, cheers, it's the end of the month. So tonight we are talking, oh, there's 11 people. That's like a big number already. So tonight we're talking about 6 mistakes that you're probably making with your makeup. And you guessed it, I've already made them with mine. These are subtle mistakes, okay? This is not shaming anyone. We are not talking about horrific double eyebrows, nothing like that, okay? These are subtle mistakes that most people don't realize are creating more distraction than they are sending people right to your eyeballs, okay? So we're gonna talk a lot about science and stuff tonight, and light absorption and light reflection and some of the whys behind doing things in a certain way other than just the fact that I think you should do it that way. There's actually a reason why it helps send people to your eyes, creating a restful place there, and you get to become known. So, hey Josie, good to see you. Hi Heidi. You are doomed because you think I look great. Thank you, and I want you to raise your standards. Hi Amanda. Okay, so I am having a really hard time looking at myself right now because I know how many of these are easy mistakes to fix. And I'm going to point them out first, and then there are also 4 secret mistakes that I have made that I'm not going to point out and that I am not going to fix. Dear God, please help me not fix them. Because I'm really afraid that I'm just gonna take over and I won't be able to stand it. But I'm gonna work really hard not to fix the mistakes. There's 4 of them. So if you would like to be entered in a raffle to win our brow tamer, you can tell me the 4 mistakes that I'm not going to fix and that I'm not going to mention, and private message me, and for anyone that gets all 4 right, you'll go into a raffle to win the brow tamer brush. Yay! And my eye is really red. That's not one of the mistakes. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now. I just had something in my eye and it's not there anymore, but my eye is still very upset about it. Okay, so Rachel, I don't want to hear her to see my live videos because I know my makeup is a mess. Please. I am not judging. I'm judging you. I am. I'm judging you. I just want to get a hold of your brows. That's all. That's the only thing that I really need. Yeah. Hi, Marisol. Okay, so Charlotte, thank you for sharing. All right, are y'all ready to get started? 6 makeup mistakes you're probably making, even though you watch my videos. Because they're very, very easy to make and they're very misunderstood. So I'm going to give you some power punch whys about why you shouldn't do it anymore and why it's distracting, and hopefully that'll change your game. Okay, let's start at the top. My brows. What do y'all think? Yeah, you're going to have to watch the whole video if you want to enter the 4 because you're not going to know which ones I'm not going to mention. You probably picked out several already, right? Okay, so my brows, let me show you the problem with the brows. Okay, they're going in too many directions, okay? And they're very close to resembling sperm. Yeah, okay? We don't want the rounded comet with a tail. No sperm brows. But they are also going in too many directions. And mostly what I'm talking about is right here. Okay, this flat across the bottom thing has got to stop. Okay, it has to stop or you will surely die. Someone will just throw a weight at your face or something because it's, look away. Okay, so you can't come across right here and then change directions and go this way, and then change directions and go this way, because that's 3 directions, and the only thing I'll permit is 2 directions or 1 direction, okay? Not the boy band, gnats. Okay, so 1 direction if you want to do a curved brow, that's fine. It's not what's trendy right now, but some people just don't give a shit, so that's okay. We are going across here, up here, and down here. We need to just go in 2 directions. So this is the first thing I'm going to fix, and Lord have mercy, am I happy to fix it because it's making me feel like I'm having a panic attack. Okay, let me find my correct brush. Sorry, did y'all want to get a really good look at my neck? How about these earrings? Why don't y'all check out these earrings from Stella & Dot while I search for my concealer brush. I'm having a Stella & Dot Fiesta party right now because it is Fiesta in San Antonio right now. That's why I'm wearing this. Yeah, that's right. It's required in the San Antonio area that you are festive because we get a freaking holiday for it. So there you go. Anyway, these are from Stella & Dot, and I'm having a party. If you want to be added to it and you have not been, holler at me and I will add you. You can holler here or holler there, but don't call me. Okay. It was up my nose. Okay. Sorry. All right, let's fix these brows, baby. I'm going to go into a little bit of concealer with my concealer brush, which I would only ever use for erasing and carving. Okay. So your brows need to go not in a point right here either. All right, they should go in only 2 directions or 1. So we're gonna go from here out and then down. So 1 direction, 2 directions. All right, and we have to get the top to do the same. So when I create that brow sandwich in some of my videos, I am going here and then we come down, okay? But it's the same direction, they're just parallel. And I'll show you what you have to do to this little inside area right here, which is incredibly important. It is very important. And I'm trying to give y'all a hint here about a potential flaw. The number of people, oh, 27. Okay, this is exciting. Don't screw up, don't screw up. All right, so we're gonna fix the brow so it's no longer going in 3 directions. The great eraser is doing most of the work here. But now we are going to have to go back with the brow tamer because we don't want these to be pointed right here, okay? That's not what a natural brow looks like. And while nobody really thinks that your brows are natural, we should try, okay? We should just try. So I'm going to spray my brow tamer with the setting spray. And I'm going to go into number 40. And I will remind you what this is supposed to look like. if you want the highly arched brow. You can also do one direction, but it should absolutely start just like this, okay? So the flat part, if there is a flat part, should be vertical, not horizontal. Does that make sense? That concealer is like the moonship landing pad tonight. That has to be one of the fouls. I don't know. You'll have to submit your recommendations for flaws. All right, now the inside of your brow should start where your tear duct starts. All right, so we're pretty on point. Any further in and it's gonna be a little bit of a mess. All right, you see if there is a flat spot, and we really don't want that to be completely completely vertical. It should be blended a little bit to where you can't quite tell where it starts and where it stops, okay? Where over here we've got a clear point. Over here it's just a little fuzzier, okay? Oh, y'all, I am a mess tonight. Looking at this just makes me want to go wash my face in a really big hurry. All right, but that is a much, much better brow. Okay. All right, other side, other hand, right? Other side, other hand. Okay. I know, it's really hard, but you can do it. And your face will thank you, and so will your coworkers. They'll be like, I don't know what's going on with you lately, but you're incredibly pretty. That's what they're gonna say. And who doesn't want coworkers to say that? You know who my coworkers are? A bunch of dang dogs. They don't notice anything. Nothing. Except if I walk out the door for about a minute and a half. They notice that. I'm like a pack leader for 3 dogs. I have 4. One of them doesn't care. The other ones act like, well, you know those videos where like the soldier goes away for a tour of duty for like 3 years and he comes back and they video the dog's reaction? Yeah, all 3 of my dogs act like that when I go to the mailbox, which admittedly is kind of far away. It's a good thing you didn't get to see me in person today. After all, you wouldn't have been able to leave my natural state. Leave me in your natural state. You know what? We can't all be glam all the time. I am, you know, I mean, pretty much the only reason I do these tutorials is to make sure I don't forget how to do all this crap. There's really no reason for me to do it. Okay, so there is brow darn near perfection. It would be more perfect. I mean, y'all remember this video, right? The like 12-step brows. But who has time for 12-step brows? I probably do, actually. But sorry about the nose hairs. Just want to make sure. I did use my tweezers today, Rachel. Thank you very much for showing those to me. We can go in and put in a little bit of this brown in little dots and then blend it in for the love of Pete, because one of my clients today actually had to point out, Gina, are you watching? That I had a dark spot in my brow. And because I'm out of mascara, Erin, for the love of Pete, would you send me some mascara? We don't have any mascara because Erin bought it all. Anyway, I had like, I did her makeup, and then because I don't have any of our mascara and I'm using crap, I had mascara like all the way down here. So I'm like, yeah, so this makeup like lasts all day and it's amazing and you should really buy some. And she did. And then I had to ask her later, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you buy makeup from somebody with mascara all the way down here? And she was like, well, she was very sweet about it. Really? So I had to explain to her, we don't have mascara. I mean, we do, but it's out of stock. And that's just major suckage. So Erin bought like 100 of them. She's gonna send me some. Erin, are you listening? You're going to go to the post office tomorrow because you were supposed to do it a week ago. All right, so we put in those little flecks of brown. It gives just a little bit more of a natural look, so you've got some dimension going on there. You could actually add a lighter color too if your brows are pale or you just don't want that much depth of color. I know, I accept your apology. Erin is a hoarder, I know. Hi Tara, haven't seen you in a while on here. Yep, because Erin bought them all. Thanks Erin. The whole world is now looking like this. Anyway, all right, what do y'all think is next? What's the next mistake? What are you dying to fix on my face right now? Come on, I know that there's things you want to fix. Come on, hi Liz. We're doing 6 mistakes that you're making and I've already made them to my face. I fixed my brows, so please don't say that or I'll cry. Not really, I don't cry. I really will send you one tomorrow. I have a few. Yeah, I bet you do. A few 28. Blending my foundation. That is not what I'll be fixing. Let's see. It's very subtle, but it's in my eyes. Anybody want to guess? I'm not going to tell you what's wrong. Like if you don't get it, I'm just going to holler if somebody gets it right. Shauna, you're close, but that one is coming a little bit later. Eyeliner. What's wrong with my eyeliner? Can anyone tell me? What's the matter with this liner? Okay. I don't know. It's not on the inside of my eye. Yes, that is one element, but this liner is jacked up 6 ways to Sunday, y'all. Okay, here is the deal. Here is the deal. I'm going to get my pointer stick and show you what the problem is. Now, it's straight and it's on there, but I am missing so many important elements to doing liner effectively, especially if you're going to do it on the top and the bottom. First, the bottom should be 50% the strength of what is on the top. Now, I said it's subtle. This is about 60-40, okay? This right here has to be a little bit thicker in order to support this much liner on the bottom, okay? Now, if I went and filled this in right here, then this would look even thicker, and this would look even thinner, okay? So you can't have liner on the bottom unless you're going to do something a little bit heavier on the top. And for the love of Pete, please don't do light shimmer here and then heavy bottom liner, okay? You can do liner on the bottom, but just don't make it heavy. You can use number 40, your brow color. You can use number 37. You can do all sorts of things to kind of create shading down here that sort of gives you that impact on your eyeballs. But when you do this, okay, you're just creating competition for your eyes because these lines are so much stronger than the line around, than the iris, okay? So we need those to soften. That's number 2 that's wrong with my eyeliner, is it needs to soften, okay? It's just too sharp. I can see a clear delineation between where it stops and where it starts. Okay, so we're gonna fix that. And then on the top, I started at the tear duct, but on the bottom, I just started at this first lash and left all this real estate undone right here. Okay? There are reasons why, for those of you that are makeup artists, I know there are lots of great makeup looks where you wouldn't do that. But for every day, if you're gonna wear your liner on the bottom, the most mistakes that I see just kind of out in the wild is people stopping short right here and leaving this entire area untreated, okay? So watch what happens to my face when I fix this. we gonna fix this as soon as I find the right brush, because I'm practically blind. Here it is. All right, so I'm using the Onyx palette, and there are still some other things. Oh, come on, Onyx palette. It's practically camouflage, you guys. It's black, and it cannot be seen. I found it. I found it! Erin, remember that app that you got, Gage, like a long time ago, and like, I don't know what it was, but it used to say, I found it. Anyway, I say that all the time now, and I always think about that. Hi, Maria. Hi, Allison. Unbalanced eyes. Yeah, okay, so y'all are finding a lot of mistakes that I didn't really know I was making, so I may have to drink myself happy again after this. I don't know. Just kidding. You're not hurting my feelings. I don't have any. Okay, let's soften this right away. All right, so, oh, one of the other mistakes that I made is that I used a shimmery black as a liner instead of a dark black. Some of you don't know that there's a difference, but there is. And shimmer reflects light, black absorbs light, okay? We want to absorb light. So if you're going to use a shimmer, I'll show you the proper placement for it, but it is not all the way out here. All right, you ready? I mean, we're just gonna go big. Okay, so I laid it on there, now I'm softening. All right, I'm gonna lay a little bit more on there, but I'm gonna go from the inside. From the outside in. And then when the brush is pretty much cleaned of anything left, I'm just gonna soften it. All right, now I have this weird little tail here. That's another mistake that I made. This is coming straight out the side of my eye. Now, if you're gonna have a tail, it should curve up just a tiny bit, but if you're over 40, I would encourage you to leave the tail to the dogs. It's okay, some of y'all have amazingly perfect faces and you can get away with it. But any line outside of a very naturally occurring shadow is going to distract. And there are too many other distractions on a face that has seen that many years, if you know what I'm saying. So sharp liner is best left to the youth. All right, here we go. I'm turning the brush sideways and then kind of blending it in after I lay the color down. If you don't have a good brush, blending you will find extremely difficult. If you have a good brush, you will not find it difficult at all. And when you get a good brush, you'll be like, oh, this is what they've been talking about. All right? Okay. All right, now let's fill this in. I really don't like anymore the same color down here as you have on top. I'm kind of liking this bottom color being a softer color, or not quite as intense as the top, but just to keep things simple. And we're gonna come in here, make sure this connects, and then we're gonna talk about how far down you can go before it's considered a smoky eye, because this is not smoky. This is kind of smoky. This right here is just a Sharpie line. Yes, you're gonna get some in your eye. It'll work its way to the corner, clean out the corner, and then you'll be okay. Even if you have contacts, you can do it, I promise. But it is going to change the shape of your eyes so significantly that you may have trouble kind of getting used to it at first. not mascara, so I can clean it off right away. Okay. All right, so still way too sharp, so I'm going to take number 11 and soften it a little bit, and then I'm going to add a lighter color under here. So I'm going to bring it down, bring it way downtown. And as I'm going back and forth, I'm kind of just coming lower and lower and lower. Clean that off a little bit. How do you keep from eyeliner goop forming in the inner corner of the eye duct? You don't. You let it form and then you remove it, and then it's usually done. If you're using a pencil, you're probably going to have more of that than you would if you're using a powder or a shadow liner like we're using here. I don't even sell any pencils. I use them occasionally, like I did in that video the other day. But when you're using the right amount and you're using the right brush, you're not going to have that problem. And there's a learning curve there. So when you are first figuring it out, you're going to get a lot of makeup poop. You're going to get a lot of junk in the eyes. It's just going to happen. It's part of figuring out, how much of this do I really need? Hi, Nicole. And once you kind of know your product and you feel confident with it, you'll find that that occurs a lot less. And take your allergy medicine, you know, that might help. Okay, so we've softened and we've pulled it down. Now we need to check the ratio. Do we have twice as much going on up here as we do down here? And I would say we are a little too close to even, so I am going to add more. And adding more black on your lid is not near as scary as you think it is, because your lid disappears when you stop doing this. See the difference? And I don't think that you're walking around like this, right? So nobody's seeing that, so don't judge that. Having the outside built up is always a good idea. It can be a little bit fatter this way on the outside. Set yourself a boundary and then push in. All right, and I'm going to add a crease color because I've gone just way over the color that I had laid down there first. So now I'm going to put the shimmer. Okay, this Onyx palette has this gorgeous shimmery gray, and if you want to utilize that, put it right in the inside corner. And that will kind of mimic the same idea of putting that crystal color in the middle. Ah, that's a hot mess. That's what I get for using my right hand. Okay. Never worry, right? Because our great eraser is the concealer brush, and as soon as it's back in stock, I'm gonna have 500 orders for it, right? Because you're going to see the error of your ways. When I tell you to buy something, like a damn brush set, you just buy it, okay? All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of the shimmer color now in the corner, try to mask and blend over some of that. There we go. And then you draw a little bit down here to kind of soften the black that's underneath. You can go really far with this as long as it's not the strength of color is not stronger than what's going on up here. I will use a little bit of number 40 to create a crease. That's going to go right on top of the black shading that I've done. And I'm going to stretch it up toward the brow. We really don't need more than about, you know, maybe a quarter to a half inch of brow bone color, or lack of, depending on your preference. And that's just a quick tap into that color. It's very strong. Start on the outside because it's okay if the strength of color is stronger on the outside, but you really don't want that on this delicate inside corner where you're trying to bounce a lot of light off of that dark little corner. All right. Hey, Richard Brown, don't we have a project coming up? Or did I miss it? I probably missed it. It was going to be really cool. We were going to do Hunger Games makeup. Yeah, Nicole, you're late. What the heck? Hi, Trisha. Okay. Next mistake. Are y'all ready? Okay. Oh, we already did that one. The other, okay, so it was 2 liner mistakes. The liner was cut too short on the bottom. We didn't go all the way into the tear duct, and the liner was too sharp, okay? I had that written down twice. Or 2 liner issues. Okay, anybody notice anything else? Hey, Mike. Nicole, why are you working so late? Anyone? Anyone? Want to take a guess at what else is wrong with my face? Inbred that brush for the eyeliner. It's not inbred. No, it's bred very well. Highly pedigreed. Nope, I do have a little bit of contouring, and I did that as well as I could under the circumstances. I got still a little bit of mess to clean up here. Still a little bit of gray shading. I'm gonna wait for y'all to see if you can figure out what the next mistake is. Oh, yeah, working, like actual working. Gotcha. I don't know. Your under eyes look really white. She says, who else had a guess earlier? There were a lot of guesses that I look like a raccoon. The eyes are lined all the way around. My bottom eyeliner was off. No liner on the inside of my eye. My crease was wrong. My eyeliner was wrong. I need some highlight on my forehead and less under my eyes. Too much. I mean, good grief, you guys are ripping me apart. That's okay. I totally asked you to. So, and y'all are doing amazing. These other ones are so subtle that I'm not sure y'all are gonna guess. So, and there are secret, for those of you just tuning in, there are 4 secret mistakes that I'm making, that I have made, that I am not going to tell you about, and I'm not going to fix them, as hard as that is. If you want to win a brow tamer, I will take your 4 correct responses and put you in a raffle for that, if you can guess which 4 mistakes I've made that I'm not going to correct. Okay, the other one is that I have on way too much mascara. Did anybody guess that? I don't think anybody said anything about mascara. And there are way too many families happening. We have got to be home wreckers, y'all, when it comes to mascara. You cannot have these little families grouped together like this. And some of mine have fallen apart. My families that I kind of intentionally grouped together. Okay. Oh, Erin, of course you did. You don't count. It doesn't count if you do. Can't see my lashes? Well, that's because I have a lot of black on, but it doesn't matter, because here's the thing with lashes. lashes should be black, and they should be black because your pupils are black, and they help find your pupil. And everybody's pupils are black despite what color their hair is. So everybody, I'm using the wrong hand. Good one, Mike. I know. Think heavily on mechanical pencil out too. Yeah, don't poke yourself in the nose with your lead pencil. So when your lashes are black, it finds your pupil. Everybody's pupils are black, so everybody's mascara should be black. It doesn't have anything to do with the color of your hair. The lashes do two things for your face. They help find your eyes, and they accent the curve on your profile. As when they curve up, they make this bone look more dramatic because well, it's complicated, but they throw a point of light off the curve, and then that finds this curve, and those curves find each other, and it makes them more obvious, and all of this stuff is happening inside of your head, and you don't even know it. But it's happening because when it's not there, you're trying to fix it by putting on coat after coat after coat after coat of mascara. So you can fix this by doing better liner, tight lining underneath. Okay, you can color that little guy under there, and that's really easy to do if you've got a smoky eye going on, because then all you have to do is kind of blink onto the brush and pull it across. Ground your hand with your pinky. God dang it, I do it every time. Yeah, just like that, guys. Watch the pro. There we go. Now we've got a little bit of black up under there. All right, and you can just keep going. You can make it so dramatic, but the less pink you have poking through, the better. And not just when you look in the mirror like this, but as you're looking around and as you're turning and as you're moving, that will make a huge difference, okay? So here's what your lashes don't do for you, okay? What their job is not to say hello before you do, okay? If somebody notices your lashes before you do, there's a point that's being missed there. And it could be that you don't really want people to look into the eyes of your soul. And so maybe you put those lashes out there because it's just too much. But for most people, what you're loving about fake lashes is the curve that you're getting and how it feminizes your face by raising this cheekbone from your profile mostly. The other thing that you're getting is this nice deep black, which is very hard to get, and because our products are so pigmented, you're getting a nice deep black. It finds your pupil and makes your eyes really that much more impactful. Okay, so hi Sydney. We are doing mistakes that you're probably, not you specifically, but mistakes that people are probably making with their makeup, and I've made a bunch of them on my face and I've fixed a few, and we have 4 secret mistakes that I have made, and if you can guess them and message me or put the guesses in here, then you can be entered to win a brow tamer. Okay, I'm losing people, so I need to keep going. All right, next one, I'll just jump right into it. My blush is too low. It's too low. This is not where it goes. This is where it goes. It's about an inch, maybe a ½ inch off. Okay? If you don't grin when you put it on, chances are you're going to put it too low. And you're seeing a lot of models and people who are only have makeup on for the purpose of a flat image, okay? Just for the purpose of a flat image, you can do anything you want to someone's face because they're not moving around. Okay, you're seeing a lot of this with the blush kind of underneath the high cheekbone to make this look, that doesn't work unless you actually have that shape of face or you're taking a flat image. It just doesn't work. So to fix this, I can't see, here we go. I'm going to use my Blenderful, kind of take some of that off. Now, did anybody notice what color blush that is? And I don't know if this mistake is going to show up, but it doesn't really matter. It's still a mistake and it's going to be corrected, and you're gonna love it when it's corrected. Put a little bit of foundation over this so we can put it back in the right place. All right, blush has to go on the apples of your cheeks, and because that is usually so close to your eyes, your brain will tell you, oh, no, 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 that's too close. It doesn't go there, but it does. That's why you have to do the cheesy grin, and anyone who's ever had me do their makeup knows that I'm gonna make you do the cheesy grin, because I've been doing this for 15 years and I can't get it in the right place on my own face without doing the cheesy grin. So I'm definitely not going to, did I win yet? No, I haven't won yet. I don't think it's gonna happen this month, guys, but that's okay. Unless somebody needs like $1,500 worth of makeup. Anyone? Anyone? So I was finally right about something. Nicole, you might be onto something there. All right, so if I can't get it right on my own face, you're probably not getting it right on your face either if you're not doing the cheesy grin. And you know what? If you're standing in the bathroom slapping at your face over the counter, you're probably not taking the time to do the cheesy grin. All right. Okay. Blush. Now, this is a pink blush, and I don't know if this is translating over camera, but my lipstick is a warm color. It is our new shade, which I am excited to show y'all because it is a lovely shade, but it is kind of a coral terracotta color. And I used this lip gloss, and then I have pink on my cheeks. So again, I don't think that's translating very well. I'll put a little bit more of this on so you can see the difference. But your lip color should be, if it doesn't match, it should be in the same color family as your blush. All right, otherwise you got blue, pink, orange all happening on your face, excuse me, and it's just too much. Remember, the goal is to keep people resting on your eyeballs, not distracted by other things going on your face. And I am so distracted right now by other things going on my face that I want to fix so stinking bad that we're gonna have to call this done really quick here because I'm about to die. Okay, see how orange? It's not really orange, it's a beautiful color. It just looks painfully orange when I have it next to pink blush, okay? It's just not right. So I'm gonna take it off, Y'all see how I do that? This is how you remove lipstick. Pull your lips in, and then open wide and push the towel kind of in your mouth like you're trying to shut yourself up. That's right. Don't pretend like you've never needed to shut yourself up. And vice versa with a warm tone cheek and lip. Yes, I should have used, we have a beautiful kind of terracotta colored blush right here that is a matte color. That would have been a much better choice with that lip gloss. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to kind of my old standby, which is, nope, I'll just use Wish because this is the other new one that we have. It's called Wish, and it is a lighter pink, but it doesn't have any sparkle in it. You see that? It doesn't have a ton of pigment, and it just has that little bit of kind of cotton candy pink, as opposed to the one that it's probably closest to, which is Grace. And that one has quite a bit of sparkle. So this one is more, while it is not matte, it's very glossy. It doesn't have glittery, sparkly stuff in it. So there is Wish. It's not available yet, so don't go to my site right now and try to buy it and then tell me we don't have it and I can't find it. It's not there yet. Trust me, you will know when it's there. You'll know. It is soft but very pretty. And I think, Charlotte, you mentioned earlier that I don't have a lip liner on. You are exactly right. However, that is not on the list of secret mistakes or mistakes that I was making, but something I just kind of did intentionally because I used a gloss. So, but it would be better if I had a lip liner on, absolutely. It's always better if you have a lip liner on. Hi, Amanda. Okay, so that concludes. I am so excited to see y'all's responses. Feel free to rip me apart. I promise I have more confidence than all 14 of you put together. So do your best to try to destroy it. And keep your chins up tonight, my little foxes. You know who you are. We had an amazing month. I mean, an absolutely incredible month. And I have absolutely zero regrets. So, it's been an awesome run, and next month's gonna be even better. So I love you all to pieces. I can't wait to see your responses. I'm gonna give you one last look at my mess of a face because it is still a mess. And I can't wait to see if y'all can pick out all of the mistakes. Go ahead, I'm anxious to give away this brush. Bye.